Hi there, this is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Scorpio. Hello Scorpios, this is your October readings for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of the Scorpio. Let's just dive right in. See what's going on for Scorpio. A sign of transformation. Sign of death and rebirth. This is the sign that rules sex, the lower extremities. It's all about everything that's hidden beneath the surface. There's a deepness to Scorpios. There's an intensity to Scorpionic energy. And I mean intense. They're always kind of living in the void. And if you are a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, you know, especially Scorpio moons, they're really living in this void. There's this tumultuousness. Sorry, I can't talk. There's a tumultuous energy that's always brewing inside of them. So it's like the calm, right, surfacely, but below the surface is always this like crazy, chaotic, explosive energy. But they seem very cool, calm, and collected. That's why they're so dangerous. Not what it appears to be. Something flipped here. The Eight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. This Page of Pentacles can't even look up, can't even look it in the eye. There's a sense of nervousness. Eight of Swords. Someone's nervous. They feel unsure. They're overthinking. They're overthinking an offer. Oh my God. Ugh. Hold on, guys. Shit. They're overthinking their offer, but look at what fell. It's like Knight of Pentacles. They're just sitting there wanting to offer it. They suit up. I'm gonna fucking text them. I'm gonna fucking tell them. I'm gonna make this move. They get on the horse. They get fucking ready. Boom. They get stopped dead in their tracks again. Scorpio's like pain. So there's always an element of chaos and pain. Like they love pain, like the cure is in the pain, and they know that better than anybody. It's like a sweetness to this of they want something so badly that they can't have. And it's almost like a self-sabotage kind of an energy. And it thrills them at the same time. Do you know what I mean? It's like torturing themselves, Eight of Wands. This big ass movement here. Something is going to shift or change. You see, it's like the rising of the sun. A new dawn approaches. Eight of Wands can be a card of travel and movement, but it can also be a card of communication. Someone reaches out. Someone makes a bold move. The Hermit. They've definitely found what they've been looking for. Hermit is also Virgo. It's someone that's very solo. A lot of Scorpios like to be alone. They like to be alone, to be left in their misery. Because they kind of have that Eeyore energy, right? Like from Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore. Everything's just always going to be the same. Oh, is it a great morning? I don't know. Nine of Swords. Extreme anxiety. That's just straight across the board, feeling really anxious. All of us, we feel anxious because seasons are changing and there's change and all of these things happening in, coming that we don't see and we don't have control over it. They don't like to be out of control as well too. So I don't trust people because they don't trust that you are capable. So there's a big mistrust with them. Obviously, it depends if you're dealing with an evolved, awakened Scorpio versus a non-awakened, unevolved Scorpio. That is a non-awakened, non-evolved, toxic one. You better fucking run. That's all I'm telling you is, you better fucking run. Bitch, you can't save everybody. And no, you can't change him either, because what is he, a baby wearing a damn shit diaper? No, you can't. Now, an evolved one that has gone through, is cracking open, the vibration has risen. You got something to work with there. I've said this since day one, since I started my channel in 2017. There's no love like a Scorpio love, because they love so deeply, because they feel so deep. It's deep and it's intense. And this is why they don't let everybody in, because it's so deep and intense. And when they fall in love, they fall into this dark abyss of love. And it's almost love and pain. And it's like joy and despair. And it's just everything under the sun for them, but it's hidden below the surface. Look at that strength. She just tames this beast. Someone here is a beast. I've been using that analogy a lot recently in a lot of my readings about Beauty and the Beast. But there is this energy of a masculine who might be beastly-like. And this feminine just talks to him kindly and knows how to stroke him. She knows how to handle him. And she doesn't fear him or her. They don't fear them. They walk right up to the lion. They pet the lion. And the lion's like, I'm a lion, bitch. She's like, so? And? What's your point? It's like when the lamb fell in love with the lion. It's very masochistic as well, too, that kind of a relationship. Scorpios just have that energy. It's masochistic. Queen of Swords. Yeah, somebody's heart is melting. Four of Swords, there's major healing here. See the queen? See how the queen's clutching her chest? Queen of Swords is usually super fucking emotionally detached. But she's clutching her heart because she's starting to feel something. See, they're going through an awakening. Four of Swords, this person's in a deep state of meditation. But this tells me they're becoming in touch with themselves. They're starting to trust what they see as the signs, the synchronicities. They may be dreaming things. Highly intuitive sign. They're like psychic, although at a lower vibration. They don't necessarily use that for their own. They don't use it for good, and they also don't know what to do with it. It's like almost like a raw primal instinct that they have, right? But it is psychic. There's a psychicness to this. They just know. They know when you're lying. They know. They're human lie detectors. They just know. So that means they will just know if there's something there. But see, they have, if they're in the self-sabotage stage, they are going to self-sabotage it. See, they don't let people in. Seven of Wands, they're very cautious. They're very defensive. So somebody here is defensive and not willing to open up and not wanting to be vulnerable and doesn't want to do ushy-gushy, lovey, romantic things. And then someone comes in and melts their heart. The fucking Grinch falls in love. I told you they're going through an awakening, divine masculine. This means that they, if they aren't already, they're going through the process of becoming an evolved, more spiritual, higher consciousness individual. Because divine means light. That means that they're going through some sort of spiritual awakening, or there's some sort of thing that's happening with them. They are rising up. Soul connection. This is why there's going to be this undeniable soul connection, because the more they get in touch with themselves, the more they become in touch with what is, the more they get in touch with source. And that's where it all is, right? It's the epitome of everything. So the more they get in touch with that, the more they feel what this is. And it is a deep soul connection. And it's undeniable. They feel it in their bones. And there's a torturousness to this, a painfulness to this. I don't know if they've tortured themselves over this idea of it and talked themselves out of it. I don't know if this haunts them in their sleep. I don't know if it's something that they just can't control, the thoughts, the ideas of this person. They can't control themselves. And they're also blown the fuck away that you're not afraid of them. Melancholy, I told you, that's their energy. They're like fucking Eeyore. And I already know people are going to say, my Scorpio's not like that. It depends what else is in their fucking chart. It depends on their moon sign, their Venus, their life experience, their current vibration. not every Scorpio is going to be this way, but for the very classic type of Scorpio, they're a bit more melancholy. You ask them, how are they doing? Fine, I guess. I'm all right. Nah, not much. They don't really see the glass as half full. Did you go out? What'd you do? Nah, I don't want to go out. Everybody's fucking irritating. They just would prefer to be in their own world, in their own universe. So when they fall in love, they fall into that great abyss. And they're not sure if you can hack it. Can you fall down this fucking rabbit hole with them of this great abyss of love and emotions? They don't know. And they're afraid for them to feel that way about you. And then they go through the fucking abyss and the rabbit hole, and then they're the only ones. You got them feeling pressed and distressed. Spontaneous. I don't feel like they are. Yeah, in life. Oh yeah, their friend calls them, go to a party. They may. Oh, they make spontaneous decisions. They're adventurous. Whatever. They ain't spontaneous when it comes to emotions. They're very, very premeditated. That's Scorpio. Premeditated. It's just the way they are. If they approach you and they ask you a question, I'm telling you, man, 99.9% they are asking because they've already thought this through. There's a reason they're asking you this. I'm telling you, you gotta watch these fuckers. I'm an Aquarian with a Capricorn moon. I'm 5 steps ahead of them. I play chess with them. If you don't know how to play chess, you shouldn't even entertain the thought of this, because they're very deep and intense, and they're pre-calculated and premeditated. Doesn't always mean that that's going to be a bad thing. It's God of War. Remember that's what they rule, that the chaos, the destruction, war. Yes, their planet is Pluto, but their ancient ruler is Aries. No, excuse me. Their ancient ruler is Mars, just like Aries. Aries right now, Mars rules Aries. And this is why Aries and Scorpios have a lot in common. They could be very competitive. They could be very tumultuous and moody and get angry quickly. They could be very guarded when it comes to emotions. They could be kind of feisty. Sometimes they pick arguments. Yeah, they kind of thrive off of that energy of chaos and war because of Mars. That's Scorpio's ancient ruler, which is the current ruler of Aries. Pluto is also a planet, bruh. You want to talk about a melancholy planet? Is it a planet now? I don't know. They told Pluto they weren't a fucking planet. That's why these fuckers got chips on their shoulders sometimes. You're a planet. No, you're not. Yes, you are. No, you're not. Listen, the planet of Pluto is so fucking cold and dark and so below everybody else. A coldness to it. A darkness. Unreachable in the very depths of God knows where. That's their planet. Then you have like Aquarians like me, where our planet is Uranus. It's flipped over on its side and it rotates like this, right? It doesn't rotate like this. It does its own thing and rotates. So, it's just so funny how the ruling planets are quite indicative of the characteristics of the sign. So Scorpios can be a little bit more hermited. They're very hermit crab. And I feel like this person has been sitting in their emotions, stewing over it. And it's been brewing, and they have been fighting it, and they've been loving the torturous pain of not having this. But it's brewing, and it's like they're gonna blow because they're over. It's over the thing of I can live without it because I want to just be tortured by the feeling of wanting it and the desire, and I'll catch my kicks off of the desire of it. It's beyond that. Now they need it. They need it physically. Intoxicated. There's something here about when they drink. They feel it extremely. And this is that kind of a funny little thing, right? Where people will say, don't text them when you're drinking. When you get that buzz, don't text them, because our defenses go down. So they're really super guarded, and they can take it to the grave, and they can be really fucking like, they can have weird willpower. They won't call you. And they love their tests. You guys know that, right, about Scorpios. They love tests. So they put you through little tests. They make out goals. And people will be like, I don't want to fucking deal with that. Bro, all 12 fucking signs have weird things about them. Okay, just potato. It's going to be just whatever you're most compatible with and most comfortable with. I'm an Aqua. I love Scorpio men. I just do. I was really attracted to them. My parents are Scorpios. You know, my grandma was a Scorpio. I don't know. I'm attracted to them. I think because I understand them. And they don't scare me. And I play chess well. See that make a date flew out? When they're feeling a little vulnerable, possibly from this, they feel this intensity to commit to seeing you, commit to making a move, commit to opening up, and they may have no issue fucking you. But they will have an issue with whining and dining you. That's some Scorpios. Some Scorpios, you got to watch them because they'll wine and dine you just to 69 you. So they can be very different, but you know, for them, they rule sex. So even though they know that sex is this extremely sacred act that creates a life, but they also rule that part. So they desire it so greatly. And if they don't want you, it doesn't mean they don't desire you. It doesn't mean that they won't fuck you. You know what I mean? Very deep sign. They're definitely thinking of commitment or committing to the idea of something that's out of the norm. And they're a fixed sign. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. What do we mean when we say fixed? Stubborn. They don't change their ideas and thoughts and ways quite easily. They want it this way. It's how I do it. It's what I want, and too fucking bad. That's that kind of energy. I'm an Aqua. I know it's kind of how I am sometimes too. Fuck it, it's what I want. Too bad. But we have to compromise when necessary. Not always, but when necessary. There's a great compromise here that has to happen. They have to bend a little bit and become more emotionally vulnerable. No doubt about attraction, no doubt about do they feel the soul connection. It's about, are they willing to allow themselves to be in something so deep and intense and emotional? It's like all of the things they greatly desire sitting right in front of them, and that deep desire to self-sabotage or to live in torment and misery. It's like so tempting for them not to touch it, not to partake. But remember, they came up as divine masculine, which tells me that I believe they will partake. Now, these extendeds for October are going to be a little different. I'm going to be using the intimate cards. So it's going to be on my website. Go ahead and look for October. Click the word more below this video, and it's going to bring up my links. And the first one will take you to my website, saltwaterhealstarot.com. And the extended readings, go ahead and look for the October extended, or I don't know if it's under the zodiac erotic. I'm not exactly sure, but you're gonna know it's there because you're gonna match up the default thumbnail with the title, and it's very easy to figure that out as long as you're looking at what it is, right? So anyways, I'll see you guys there. And remember, I will be using the intimate cards. So thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions here on YouTube. I'll see you in the reading, the extended. Love you, bye.